I don't know. You want to read? So this guy, John Kennedy, is he a Kennedy or like a fake Kennedy?
Well, he is a Kennedy, but not.
He's a Kennedy, but not from the family.
Yeah, not a Kennedy.
Wait, you don't know about John Kennedy? My favorite Louisiana's finest.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fake, but phony bitch ass fake Kennedy.
How dare
is he
you?
even anti-vax?
How dare? Yes, he definitely.
Okay, good. So he's in good
What do you
company.
mean? He's
So
he's a Republican congressman from Louisiana.
Yeah. Louisiana.
It's a safe.
So anyway, there's a clip of dear.
And I will quote from it.
Senator John Kennedy, who is protesting the usage of lewd books being shared with our dear kids.
Well, technically, it's not even like little children, and this is not a part of the curriculum. This is George M. Johnson's book about growing up. It's a memoir about growing up black and queer, and John Kennedy thought it was so unimaginably unacceptable to have this kind of pornographic material that he chose to read an excerpt in the Senate hearing.
Let's see. There's certain excerpts from the LGBT book that conservative parents have been seeking to remove from schools so they aren't accessible by kids. So here, let's read. Let's hear. I mean, maybe he's got a point. Let's hear him out.
All boys aren't blue. And I will quote from it. I put some lube on and got him on his knees. Mm-hmm. And I began to slide.
Look at she's laughing, bro. Who are you? I like her.
This is awesome.
I like her, whoever you are.
Immediately, she's like, "Oh fuck."
Him from behind. I pulled out of him and kissed him while he masturbated.
Go on.
He asked me to turn over while he slipped a condom on himself.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
This was my ass. And I was struggling to imagine someone inside me.
Right.
He got on top and slowly inserted himself into me. It was the worst pain I think I have ever felt in my life. Eventually, I felt a mix of pleasure with the pain.
Oh, God.
Close quote. All boys aren't blue.
Oh, my goodness.
All boys aren't.
That was quite graphic, sir. And also,
it's like, my favorite thing is just like reading and showing things that you find are like unimaginably like gross and unacceptable in a congressional hearing.
You're going to look
There's more.
called genderqueer.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Let me read an excerpt from that. Quote.
This is a different book.
I got a new strap-on harness today.
Okay.
I can't wait to put it on you.
Okay.
It will fit my favorite dildo perfectly.
Nice.
You're going to look so hot.
Okay.
I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth.
Nice.
I'm going to get...
You're going to pull that, right, Zach?
He put that with a little too much emphasis.
I'm
He's kind of getting into this.
to have your cock in my mouth, sir.
He's like licking his lips. His mouth is salivating while reading this. He's like, I cannot wait.
Oh, wait. I missed a good line here.
In my mouth. I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life. Then I want you inside of me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that is graphic.
Yeah.
Like, so what's the goal here, right? Like, is the question you must be asking yourself. And the goal is to like ban these books in libraries and shit.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking stupid, okay? It's so entirely stupid. The allowance of books like this in libraries is perfectly valid, perfectly reasonable, especially if you're like a queer teenager. This could be formative. Nobody's fucking reading books anyway. But like, this is not fucking pornographic, okay? If you're getting horned up by this,
it's a lot easier to find porn.
That's you. Like, that's on you. Like,
You know how much harder it is to check this book out than just pull up porn?
I know. Which, well, you know, they want to ban that too. But like the free speech defenders, which Republicans claim to be, right? That's what they did throughout the second term of the Obama presidency. Everyone was like, oh, SJWs, like, they hate free speech. They hate free speech. Even back then, while they were doing that, conservatives were propagandizing that they were the real free speech defenders while simultaneously trying to fucking ban books like this. And they've been doing it. They have never stopped doing it. And they're doing it again. And it is deeply frustrating because, like, they portray this as, like, a 6-year-old will, like, go pick up this copy and like read it, and then I don't know what will happen to the 6-year-old. I guess like
they'll be gay. They'll turn gay.
Be gay, I guess. But like, it's really
not all boys are blue.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. It's not a part of the curriculum. It's just a book in a fucking library. Okay. And
there's
books
a lot
should
of books
be
in
allowed.
libraries.
Yeah, and they should be allowed.
But
like,
you know, I don't know the context even of the whole book. I'm sure that you can't just take one line out of a book. You know what I mean? Like
it is a memoir.
Yeah.
It is a memoir from George M. Johnson and their experiences growing up black and queer. That's it. And it was written with the express purpose of like helping other black, queer, questioning teenagers and adults form and shape their identity a little bit better, or at least have like the terms to communicate their gender expression.
I'm gonna give you the blowjob of your life, sir.
It's just so fucking annoying.
Clip that.
Senator, and the words you spoke are disturbing, especially coming out of your mouth is very disturbing. But I would Senator, and the words you spoke are disturbing, especially coming out of your mouth is very disturbing.
Thank you, King. Who is this?
He's actually the Secretary of State.
Is he pro or against?
He is
pro grooming or anti grooming.
Yeah, I'm not sure which. He is against banning the books.
Okay,
that's what I'll say.
So that was against,
a good.
Yeah, it is. I am too. I think it's fucking ridiculous. And the irony here is that like the first book burning that happened in Nazi Germany.
I put some lube on and got him on his knees.
I didn't.
Yeah. The first book burning that happened in Nazi Germany was literally transmedical research. They went into this. They went into a medical facility that was like doing cutting edge research on trans people.
Somebody said, "Hold on, Ethan, would you let your kids read those books?" I mean, I don't know anything about the book. My kids would not read that book.
It's not about
before.
kids. It's not for kids. Like
it's not. No, I would not let my 4-year-old read that book.
Yeah.
Why would I?
Book.
He can't read, by the way. He can't read. My son can't read. I'd have to read it to him. He's 4.
That'd be weird.
It's just like, but that's such a stupid fucking counter. You know what I mean? That's such an idiotic fucking counter because, like, the reality is, even if I don't want my potential child in the future, fucking, I don't know. This is not even a good example. I was going to say Ayn Rand, but like, I also don't give a shit if they would read that because I would expect them to be smarter than believing in that dumb libertarian nonsense.
The truth is, like, we're talking about a whole library full of books. If you want to go through every of the tens of thousands of books in there for sexual passages and ban them all, go ahead.
You ban the Bible.
Yeah, ban the Bible.
Ban the fucking Bible.
But
then.
that book is there to help some people. There's a group of people that book will help. So, and the other people are not looking for that book, right? So you wanting to ban that book because you're afraid I can't imagine that anyone under the age of 10 would stumble upon that book and just start reading it.
No, there's no
reason.
There's no world in which, and plus there's like a structure, like the librarian will be like, no, you shouldn't read that book. Read this book instead. You know what I mean?
Maybe,
like, that's
maybe
the whole
not.
point.
Maybe not. But the point is it's there to help some people. Okay, the people who is very niche. I mean, listen, if your kid's reading that book, they probably have a curiosity, and they're probably old enough to understand what those concepts are.
This was actually later in the same session.
Holy fuck!
They're also trying to ban. What is it? Is this like
is that pregnant Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Yeah. Is it a pregnant?
Looking for someone?
That's really fucked up.
By the way,
Leonardo.
I'd like to titty fuck her, dude.
Oh God! Oh Jesus! First of all, that'd be like
it'd be hard shell, right?
Guy's right behind you, by the way.
Yeah.
He's like laying right.
By the way, I
right
saw
behind
Ninja
your
Turtles
chair.
movie with Theodore. It was really good.
Oh really?
It's fucking awesome.
I heard.
Really good.
Good things about it.
Yeah, it's good. Like the man, look at the rack on that turtle. Anyway, here's more.
Put some lube on.
This is the one that we watched.
Oh, we watched this one already?
Yeah, that was the part 2, yeah.
Oh, so wait.
Got him on his knees.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And I began to slide into him.
So wait, there's more. There's more.
I can't. I got a new strap.
Wait, we watched all these.
He reposted just that part because it's so funny.
I got myself a strap-on dildo, and I like the size and feel of it. Right? Put it on.
Here, I wanted to show you guys this.
Looked at myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes.
Here we go.
Boy, I really like the side of that. look down at my old small pecker there and wish myself had a big old one like this here strap-on. Well, I like to wear the strap-on out sometimes, make me feel like a man. I go outside with a big old strap-on, boy. Woo-wee! I ride the subway, see the package there? And I'm not talking about Amazon. Know what I'm saying? I will go out to the club, meet some folks that notice my package. I tell them, come home, find out. That's right. I never take it off, folks. I haven't taken off. I haven't washed without it. And coming on 1 year now. A little bit of a smell coming off it, but the size is all worth it. Sometimes it's so long and nice I can twist it around, penetrate my own ass.
All right.
That's what he said.
I think going back to the serious thing is these guys are out of fucking control. It's not about banning a specific book. It's only one aspect of a full-throated war that the Republicans, the conservatives, are waging against all matter of gender expression or all matter of the expression of sexuality that does not correspond to male, female, heteronormative standards, cisgender heteronormative standards.
There's got to be like
ridiculous
straight sex scenes, tons of them.
Yes.
In that library.
The example I used, and some of them want that banned too. They want 50 Shades of Grey. You can't have in a library, and it's like
50
laughable.
Shades of Gay.
Yeah, it's laughable to be like, you should ban that. Like, you're a fucking psycho. Okay, if that's your goal.
Did you show this yet? Awesome.
Beetlebert.
Beetlebert.
Yeah, Bobert. I hate this fucking banning books nonsense. They do it with television as well. They did it with like PBS in Alabama. If you remember the episode of Arthur where there was like gay marriage happening.
Was that the one that Crowder was in?
No, I don't think Carter was in that one. But overall, all this stuff is nonsensical, is bullshit. But it is only one flank of a much larger war.
Take it off, bro. That's offensive.
Yeah,
shit.
much larger war against queer existence in general. They're doing this on the legislative side by making it basically illegal to be trans in public, making it illegal to transition, all this stuff. It's really fucked up. There's not enough support for it either. They're just kind of doing it for the fun of it. They're doing it because they want this level of control. They're doing it to appease some of the more radical factions within the base of the Republican Party, all of those lobbyist groups with family in their names. The Christian fundamentalists, and I just fuck. I get really frustrated when I see stuff like this, especially because that's not how gender works. You don't like see gay marriage and become gay. You know what I mean? That's not how that fucking works. They know deep down inside that that's not how that works. They want to stop it because they don't want that expression. They don't want someone to be comfortable with their own identity because they themselves are not comfortable with their own identity. That's it. They just want to make it as hard as possible to come out, and they want to cast it aside, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like we said, how much there's like straight incest, like nice, good incest, like they would make Team Skeet blush in the Bible.
Like there are so many books that you read from 8th grade onward, even in the American curriculum that has like brutal depictions of sexual assault. American history or history in general has brutal depictions of genocide, torture, rape, all of that stuff. Like, how are we sanitizing this? Why are we sanitizing it is the first question.
Because
and then how are we sanitizing it? Yeah, exactly. It's fucking bullshit. The Bible has way more brutal depictions of everything I just mentioned.
Have sex with your father, with your sister. Isn't there one like that where the two girls fuck their dad?
There's one in the Bible. There's in the Old Testament. There's a passage. In the Old Testament, there's a passage of what Hunter Biden did, basically, which is having sex with your recently deceased brother's wife. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's a victimless crime.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, but that's sex. Like, the Bible has sex and depictions of fucking your sister-in-law.
But that's a good thing, right? Because you're supposed to take them when your bro passes. You take over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's fine. That's allowed.
That's good Bible shit.
Like, the example I was going to use, the last example I was going to use before we move on to Kevin McCarthy's, incredible Biden impeachment inquiry, which will certainly yield positive results. In Florida, when the "Don't Say Gay" shit was popping off, one of the examples that was used commonly was like, oh, if you're a queer teacher, you're not allowed to have, like, if you're, let's say you're a male teacher, you're gay, you're not allowed to have a photo with your husband at school, right? And like, conservatives do this thing where they go, oh, if you're gay in public, you're promoting gay sex. Like, if you're holding hands in public, you're promoting gay sex because I can't stop thinking about gay sex, right? Like, that's the mentality. And you would never say that about, like, a pregnant teacher. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my daughter's teacher in kindergarten's pregnant. You know what that means? That means she fucked, which means she's walking around showing everybody how much she fucked. Had heterosexual sex.
It's kind of a self-report because their very existence in their mind is sexual.
That's what I mean. It's like hypersexualized.
I see a gay man and I just think about wanting to suck a man's penis. I think about that's what they do, and it gets me thinking about it. Makes me uncomfortable.
But that normative standard is the reason why a lot of people are able to get away, or a lot of people are able to get away with, like, bigoted perspectives while shielding it under our puritanical values, like, oh, I just don't want any mention of sex. And it's like, no, you don't. You are the one who's, connecting the dots there and saying that, like, queer existence is inherently sexual when it's not. You don't think that way about heteronormative cisgender relationships.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're right. I'm with you 100%, brother. You know what I'm saying? Dicks out.